Namaste Gurukulians, how are you all? I hope you will be fit and fine at your home. I am Rajni Arora, working as a TGT assistant in the Gurukul. Today we are continuing the on equality. This is our part 4th of this chapter. This is first chapter of civics of class 7th. In the last videos, in the last parts, we have almost completed a segment of this chapter. And we have studied about the equality as well as dignity. We have understood that how equality is ensured in Indian democracy, and as well as we have learnt about the midday meal also. Okay, so in this lecture we are continuing. Issues of inequality in other democracy. Okay, so in this topic we are going to study that does democracy exist in other countries also? If it exists, then what is the level of inequality in other countries? Okay, so we have studied about the democracy, we have studied about the inequality in India, but now in this topic we will study inequality in other democracy. It means inequality in other countries. Okay, so struggle against equality is not limited to India only, but other countries also suffering this problem. What does it mean? It means struggle against equality is not limited. It is not in India only. There are so many countries, there are so many democratic countries where inequality exists. Okay. For example, we can take the example of which is given in your book, that is United States. Okay. In the United States of America, African American face inequality. What is the example? Example of United States of America, oldest democratic country it is. United States of America, African American. In this country, African American face inequality. Firstly, we will understand what is mean by African American. Who are the people African American? Actually, earlier there was a trend of slavery. American people defeated Africans. Then African became slave of American person. So American persons see, I am repeating. Earlier that was a trend of slavery, gulami. Okay, American people defeated Africans. African people became the slave of American. Then American people forced African people to come along with them in America as a slave. Okay, these people forced Africans to come along with them in America. Okay, and when they came here, when African came in America, they started working as a slave. Okay, so these people are called African American. Are you understanding? These people are not Native American. These people are African American. What is mean by Native American here? Native American means the people who born in America, those people are Native American, but these are African American. These are not. These people are not born in America, but these people came from the Africa to become slave of American people. Okay, so I hope you have gotten my point. Who are the people? African American. Now let's see the statement. The United States of America, African American face inequality. Which type of inequality they faced? Which type of inequality they faced? See. African American were treated unequally and unequally where? Unequally in United States of America. And denied equality through law. See, African American were treated unequally in United States of America and denied, mana karna, equality through law. What does it mean? What does mean by this line, denied equality through law? It means these people were treated unequally and there was no law for the protection of these people, for the protection from discrimination which was done with these peoples, African Americans. So there was no law for their protection. So denied equality through law. Okay, so we will understand this statement with an example. Here is an example given in your book of Rosa Parks. Example is of Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks was a lady, was a African American, Okay, she was a African American, and there was a trend in the United States of America that if a white, I can write it, if a white wished to sit in the bus, then black had to either sit back or get up from their seat. See, before starting the story of Rosa Parks, I want to tell you the system which was going on in United States of America. What was the system? System was, there was a system if a white, there was a system if a white, who are white? White means Native American. Who are Native American? The people who born in America. These people are Native American. And who are black? Black was African American. Okay. See, if a white Native American wished to sit in a bus, then black means African American had to either sit back or get up from their seat. It means if a white person wants to sit in a bus, then black had to give up her seat for white person. This was a system in United States of America. Okay. So what was the story of Rosa Parks? Rosa Parks was an African American lady, woman. Okay. African American woman. She was very tired of long day work. Once she was traveling in a bus and she was very tired of long day work. Then one white man came to her and asked her to give up her seat for white man. But she refused to give up her seat for white. Okay. She refused to give up her seat for white. Then her refusal converted into a agitation. Andolan. Okay. So her refusal converted into agitation, and this refusal became Civil Rights Act. See, again we will understand this story. Rosa Parks was an African American lady. She was traveling in a bus. She was very tired of long day work, so she was sitting a seat in the bus. She refused to give up her seat. One white man came to her and asked to give up her seat, but she refused. Mana karna. She refused to give up her seat for white man, and her refusal converted into a agitation andolan. Okay. Her refusal converted into a agitation, and that agitation takes a form of Civil Rights Act. It means when she refused to give up her seat, then African American, there were so many African American persons, they started a agitation. They raised their voice against this discrimination, and government had to pass the law, and that law was Civil Rights Act. Okay. Now we will understand what is Civil Rights Act. See, Civil Rights Act of 1964. What is this Civil Rights Act? In this act, when Rosa Parks refused to give up her seat, then an agitation started, and then this agitation takes a big form. Okay, converted into a big form. So against the agitation, showed by African Americans, see, against the agitation showed by African Americans, government passed the Civil Rights Act. Are you understanding? Are you getting my point? When this agitation was started, it gradually converted into a big form. So government had to pass the Civil Rights Act of 1964. For whom, for which people this act was made? This act was made for the African Americans in India. Okay. So in this act, what was decided in this act? In this act, it was decided that discrimination against religion and national origin will be prohibited. What is mean by prohibited? Ban kar dena. Okay. So if any person will be seen doing discrimination against religion, national origin means these people were from Africa, so this was their national origin. So if someone will do discrimination against religion and national origin, that will be prohibited, that will be banned. And the other thing which was decided in this act, that schools will be open for African American, so they would not need to go to separate schools. We will read this statement again. Schools will be open for African Americans, so they would not need to go to separate school. What does it mean? It means earlier, before the Civil Rights Act of 1964, there was separate schools for African American. They could not go to the schools of Americans only. Okay, but now after this act, schools will be open for everyone. Means in the where the American student was going, then now African American are also allowed to go to their schools. Okay, this was the act, Civil Rights Act. Now our lesson has completed. We done this lesson in 4 videos. So keep watching that videos again and again. So and revise the videos again, so it will be clear the concept to you people. Okay, thank you so much. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you.